Yeah, I still don't trust
Zach,
Willie.
Diane has become the third victim of our killer. And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing.
No, you already said nada from... You don't need to emphasize what nada means.
He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock.
Yes, the cellar had a window for letting dogs out.
He liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was...
The soft piano music is hushing me.
Knocked him out cold.
Something fierce.
He has no idea who it was, either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect. But that door was locked from the outside.
Maybe he had Willie lock it before looping around to bring you there.
There's no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots.
Yeah, it's almost like the killer was there.
Nick was wearing boots.
So was the raincoat killer.
He's dead. No one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free.
Oh,
That's the only option, at least for now.
Kaysen.
George looked terribly depressed. I guess this case is really getting to him.
George is so upset that he didn't get to murder Diane, though.
Take his rules and confidence away from him?
He's so upset that gravity stole that kill from him.
Of course, he'd still have muscle.
So I got another continue because I started laughing. That's going to be on my permanent record. But I like number 4 more than the number 3, so it's alright. You know what? After I do the recap, I'm taking this save, of course. But then there's going to be more cutscenes because gotta open your thing with cutscenes. And then I will quit because it is 9, which is a good quitting time for quitting. But I think this was one of my more successful streams. I'm glad that this is catching on with the whole one non-prior viewer.
Then Becky.
That's a new high. That's a new record.
Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Yeah, they're probably going to fire your ass for letting 2 people die on your watch.
York, do you have a moment?
Not really. I have to screw around town.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Oh, George actually has emotions.
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course.
I'd like to go to a bar.
Bar? Now that sounds like a good idea.
I love alcoholism. In fact, I was just watching Nick drink and drive earlier. I condoned it.
With George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
What do you think? Should I be a dick? Let's go for a drink. Cutscenes, the movie, the game. That's correct. It's Twin Peaks, the not game. Oh, I went straight to... Oh, well, I guess we're sitting through this one.
Scar.
Hold on to your butts.
Where did you get it?
Where'd you get your scar?
Didn't I tell you? It's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother.
Oh no! Dark past.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak. Adults over children.
Characterization.
Over women. And criminals over their victims.
That's why I'm the law! I don't know, there's not much funny about parental abuse.
I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why.
That's not really fair. I feel like that was an unreasonable hand.
If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me.
Dude, isn't there some sort of, like, child protective services?
She called the tree punishment.
How weirdly pertinent.
She'd
Tell
whip
us
me
more.
back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
Oh, that's why he has the... Oh, there's little Babby George. I can't believe they made a model for him. Well, that explains his horrible scars. That is pretty messed
Tree
up.
punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd
Oh
always
no.
say the same thing.
This might tie into stuff.
This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you.
That's psychotic.
Being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her. I went to the woods to apologize to the trees.
Jeez.
I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it.
I really am trying to think of a good punchline,
And
but oh boy.
Just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature.
No, that is not Mother Nature. That's definitely not natural to whip the shit out of people because they're weaker than you.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work.
I don't know if I go that far.
York.
It's so weird during like a
I've been an
decent
arrogant fool,
narrative.
haven't I?
This is actually
If it weren't for
like a
me,
legitimately emotional
Becky
thing,
and Diane
but they're also
would still
weird,
be
stiff
alive.
mannequin men's. That is
I
true.
saved them.
That is
Oh,
absolutely true. You could have.
You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
Wow, not quite.
I
Maybe.
invited you to this bar for
Maybe.
a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems.
I don't know if I hate you, but it's
York.
almost definitely your fault, and you're
I'm
sort of
sorry.
bad at. Yeah, that's a good
I'll
plan.
follow your
You should
orders
start
from
doing
now
that, I
on.
think.
You'll have my total cooperation.
That's good, because if they rack up a quadra kill on my
Been
watch,
as
I'll never live it
cooperative as you
down.
can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks.
That's a good sign of being a good guy.
And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
It's definitely not your
Thanks.
fault that you cut that wire that
I
absolutely
feel a little
killed
better.
Becky. I blame you slightly less for smoking that thing and making it fall on Diane and not doing anything to stop it from hitting Diane. But that's less your fault. Don't worry about it.
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people?
Because I don't talk to strangers in
I'll
bars.
just finish off my drink.
That's weird. Is it weird? I don't.
Let me know before you leave.
I have very
okay?
minimal knowledge of bars. Alright, well, fuck this. Hey, I still got my golf club. I'm gonna need this for Carol. Later. On the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. Man, I got cash in pocket. Okay. Well, that was Deadly Premonition. I'm streaming it. Yeah, 2013 this game was made. You wouldn't bet it. You wouldn't believe it, would you? That's every Sunday at 7. Streaming it here on Twitch. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you for joining me, and you have a good night.